theoretically recording.
Live that dream.
So what do we talk about now?
I don't know. How about that sporting event that occurred? Am I doing that right?
Oh man, I didn't get to. Speaking of events that occurred, I didn't get to check out the meteor shower on my birthday.
Well,
because I completely
yeah,
forgot about it.
It was completely clouded out here, so
yeah, we couldn't see it here.
I
tried to look, but it was clouded over.
I probably couldn't have seen it here either then, because when we got done with the show, I futzed around for a little bit, and then I went, you know what? I'm going to bed. And then I went to bed. As
is your right.
Yeah.
That sounds like a great time, actually.
It was pretty good, but I didn't I didn't go see the meteor shower. I don't know if it was cloudy or not. I have no idea. Do we know if it was the volume that was predicted? Because I
haven't heard anything, so I'm guessing no. Because I feel like it would have made.
Some of my friends said they saw like a dozen, but I don't know how long they were there. Like around here, you kind of have to take a little bit of a trip to get away from the triangle light pollution.
So. Very true.
Also, Jay Spencer, I'm going to assume that the contractor was supposed to knock down your garage, because if not, that's kind of weird.
That is a party foul. That was not.
The contractor was, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Surprised it took that long, actually. Huh. Weird.
Maybe they really wanted to be sure that that's the garage that you wanted knocked down. Did you have to like go sign
of your many garages? Wait, can you put out a hit on someone else's garage?
Wait, I'm not allowed to answer that legally.
Understandable.
Let's see here. I'm gonna try to find a card to hold up. Got it.
Oh, are we reacting to cards again?
Do it.
Well, the last time you held up a thing, we all reacted to it.
Oh no, I just grabbed a card to hold up for the thumbnail so I don't have to make a face.
Ah.
Oh, crap. What am I going to do?
I don't know. So you don't actually have to do anything.
Yeah.
There. Done.
I don't think that actually helps, Cluze.
Sure it does.
I'm pretty sure that doesn't help at all, Cluze.
Fine.
Ooh, that face right there.
Is it the disappointed one? Because it's pretty much what we call my face.
Yeah, that's the one. Okay, here. I'm just going to hold up a ginger brute because it's me. You guys do something.
What if I refuse?
Perfect. Okay, thank you. All right. So here we go. Let's do this here podcasty thingy.
See.
Yes, Twitch. My iPad just popped up. Twitch. Manage your channel directly from your phone. Twitch, I've been live for 15 minutes. Why are you just now?
Your phone hasn't been live.
What? I also didn't get on the damn clock.
Oh, well.
What time did I start the call?
8 o'clock. We actually started on time.
Ooh.
Live that dream, right?
Right? No, wait. No, not streams. Podcast. Damn it. Undo clock in.
Undeleted. Undeleted.
Start clock at 8 o'clock. There we go.
Time travel.
Doodly-doo, doodly-doo, doodly-doo. All right, let's go. Here we go. Everybody go. Here we go. Okay. Yes, yes.
Here's the magic. Gathering.
Oh, jam. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another magic-filled episode of Monday Night Magic.
Contains magic.
Whoa, Cluze, you
sure
all right?
Even that's correct.
Oh, you look like you were about to fall over when I said that.
No. I was leaning back to take a drink. I wanted to be away from the mic so that you didn't just listen to me drinking.
To drink in, yeah.
That's a different podcast. I think I'm gonna start.
Yeah, that's an ASMR thing, right?
Glug glug. Says
Oh, no.
Cluze.
I was just going to do a podcast where I just drank like booze.
Cluze leans into the booze and
Be
goes.
the drunk Cluze podcast. I don't know.
The booze clues. Got it.
The booze Cluze.
Anyway, so I'm
Oh,
Chewie.
boy. He is.
That's Squee.
Yeah, I'm
He
here.
is.
That's Cluze.
I guess.
And we're this is Monday Night Magic number
And we're here.
675.
Yeah, it's a big number.
It
They're
is a
getting
big
smaller. You notice that?
Do what?
You notice how those numbers never go back down?
I think that's a kerning problem.
It's suspicious.
Oh, here, wait. I can make the number smaller if you like. There. Now it's episode 675.
Oh,
you
well,
go.
now it's petite.
Yeah.
Okay, we're in season again.
What if we went to scientific notation?
I'm not touching that.
How do
I
you
think
know?
it's big. I think that's bigger than it used to be. That's a problem, man.
We'll just start putting it in binary, and it will be just this ticker tape of ones and zeros.
I think I accidentally made it smaller before we started the show when I renumbered it. So
Okay, so
Yeah.
you're just reestablishing the correct
My
size.
my sympathies to all the people listening to the audio version of this podcast.
Right.
Yeah, see, that's why you should either go to YouTube and watch the live or watch the recorded version, or come to Twitch and watch the live version.
Not gonna say it's a net positive, but you'll at least be a little less confused.
It's exactly.
How's that for our new slogan? Huh?
Magic news.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Let's talk about Pioneer. Who cares about Pioneer?
First up, it's Monday, so that means we've got the Pioneer band update. There are no band cards. There are no
Well,
band
band
cards.
cards.
No newly banned
No
cards?
newly banned cards. They're,
I was gonna say because there's still some banned cards.
It says the data and results generated from MTGO Pioneer Week tournaments will help inform our next steps for the format. So
That's this week, by the way.
That is this week, yeah. So they'll make another announcement next Monday.
Like they do on all Mondays for the time being.
Indeed.
Until they reach that magic part of December where they just start rerunning old articles.
Are they gonna rerun old band announcements?
That would be hilarious.
Because that would be really funny. Quite meta. I don't know if they'll do it. I would, but
They're going to introduce the changes to the Wizards Play Network from 2 ago so that people think things are getting different. There's a lot of articles from this year that they would have trouble rerunning now. That's how in flux things have been. It's why we have a news podcast.
Yeah.
That's our
they're
line
just
now.
gonna run an announcement for the introduction of Extended.
Ooh. I hear that goes back some number of sets and a few core sets. But yeah, so
Anyway.
Pioneers.
All
fine.
right. So that's Pioneer. Next up,
Yeah.
we have this year's holiday promo card, which these are always
Yay.
fun.
There.
And this year, zoom in, zoom
That
in,
didn't
zoom
get
in.
bigger.
It is the Decorated Knight. For 3 and a blue, it's a 3/3 human knight. And he's decorated, like with like Christmas tree decorations.
He's like a tree.
Yeah. See, there could be a card called Decorated Knight where the dude's got medals, but that's not the kind of
That's
decoration
not
we're
this
talking
card.
about.
Yeah, that's some Alara nonsense. We're not doing that here.
So, the Decorated Knight has an adventure attached. Present arms. Or maybe present arms. I'm not sure.
It's probably present arms given the card.
Probably. For 2 and a blue, it's a sorcery adventure. And it says, exchange your library with another deck you own from outside the game. Shuffle your library.
I appreciate that.
It's like, oh, this deck isn't working. Hang on, let me get this more different deck.
Let me just go grab this EDH deck instead.
Now, for those who aren't familiar with this, for those who might be new to the game recently, the whole point of these holiday cards, they're a silver bordered card that WotC creates, and they're given out to employees, contractors, certain partners.
I got
Chances
one
are-
year.
Yeah, chances are if you're listening to this, you didn't get one. Although Chewie did get one once, which was
Once.
awesome.
It was
just
the
once.
the stocking tiger.
Yeah.
Which is adorable.
Yeah.
So they're not legal for any tournament play, but they're neat and they're fun, and I usually like them. So there you go. I like the Decorated Knight, even though it's blue. I think this is funny.
Yeah. We're not done yet though.
That's just the adventure part.
Yeah, the creature part is a 3/3 human knight. It says whenever Decorated Knight attacks, Draw a card from your original deck if it's outside the game.
That's fun.
It's pretty great. So yeah, there you go. That is this year's holiday promo card. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
It is.
All right, is that all the good news?
For the moment.
I think it's all the genuinely clear-cut good news. Yes.
Okay. So let's go then. WotC released this statement last Friday on Chandra and the Forsaken novel. I guess I should just read this real quick.
Sure.
The whole novel? Damn.
I mean, that I'm not going to do because
I
unlike
wouldn't
Bill,
wish that on you.
I value my time and brain.
I multitasked. But yeah, we'll get that in a second.
Let me read this. Over the past week... Oh, wait, let me get my wizard's voice. Over the past week, we have seen and heard strong reactions from fans about how we handled the resolution of the Nissa Chandra romantic relationship in the recent Forsaken novel, and we apologize. We didn't live up to the expectations we created for Chandra and what she means to our fans. Chandra will love and be involved with many characters as her story unfolds, regardless of gender. She will explore her relationships with fire and passion. Get it? Because she's Chandra. Anyway, as she adventures across the multiverse, she is the character you've come to know and see yourself, your friends, and your family in over the past decade. A value we hold dear is that our characters... my brain saw the CH and I was like, Chandra.
I understand. It's cool.
Let me just start over. A value we hold dear is that our characters belong as much to our fans as they do to those of us who helped create and shepherd them. Moving forward, we will take more care to ensure they stay true to their ideals, their identity, and the history we have carefully curated, none more so than one as beloved as Chandra Nalaar, the creative teams at Wizards of the Coast and Del Rey. So that's the statement.
Yep.
Now, if you have no idea what we're talking about, man, God bless you for not being on Twitter.
Yeah. Yeah, so the nickel tour of what's going on here is that there have been 2 War of the Spark novels released this year. One of them covered the events of War of the Spark. It came out around the time of War of the Spark. Big surprise.
What?
And it ended with Nissa and Chandra formally getting together. I did read this book, and I will say that this book has a ton of events going on because it was jamming an entire set and every planeswalker but Garrick into one book. So a lot went on. That sort of happened at the end of it. Okay, they're together. I've been told by many people that this is something that was being set up for a long time. I have not kept up with most of the Magic fiction outside of the really big things like, oh, look, Bolas has Amonkhet. I don't know most of the interpersonal reactions of the characters. But I know that that was something that was built up for a long time. People considered it a good thing that they got together. Everyone seemed happy. It was part of the Yub Nub celebration at the end of the book. Fast forward a few months, and then War of the Spark, The Forsaken, came out. And that was pretty much the follow-up and epilogue to the story of the big War of the Spark one. This is not aligning with the current set. It's not aligning with cards or anything. It's picking up on a few plot lines that were left over from that and giving a general epilogue to all of the characters in light of, spoiler alert, I'm saying this even though you all know it by now, Gideon died.
What?
And yeah, Gideon died. And in the wake of Gideon dying, Nicol Bolas being defeated, a bunch of the characters are essentially hired by the Guilds of Ravnica to hunt down Nicol Bolas' subordinates. That's the book. That's what most of the story is. Again, given what we just read out loud about the Forsaken novel, I don't think this is a spoiler any more than what's already there. At the end of this novel, there's a scene that's put in. Having listened to this thing in audiobook, this came out of nowhere. But a scene is put in where Chandra and Nissa break up. And Nissa's effectively not in the book until that scene. She's at the funeral for Gideon, like a whole bunch of other characters, but like that's it. There's not any interaction between her and Chandra for like the entire book. Then they get together finally at the end of the book, and they break up, and it's really awkward and it's weird. And the writing that was used to show this wasn't great. And the screenshot of that circulated its way around the internet. So a lot of people are very upset because, one, it is the end of a relationship that they wanted for a long time that came out of nowhere. Two, the way that it was framed implied that Chandra wasn't bisexual, which she's been identified as for a bit now. Again, I haven't read the past stuff, but everyone's telling me this has been a thing. And obviously at the end of the last book, she was with Nissa, and we know in the past she was with guys. So excluding like the wide range of dichotomies going on in here, it was safe to say that she was bisexual. And the way that it was worded in this implied that she wasn't. And that obviously went in a very bad direction for people because it was classified by some as bi erasure. There are a lot of other issues going on with that. That is what happened. People saw that. The picture circulated on Twitter. People were upset, understandably upset. This is Wizards reacting and saying, oops, our bad. The character deserves better. The fans deserve better. They stated right here, you know, Chandra will love and be involved with many characters as her story unfolds, regardless of gender. So they're obviously backwalking any interpretations out of that. It's kind of weird, just the whole thing. Like, I will say, as someone who listened to this book, it's all over the place. Like, there's a lot of problems with the book in general, and like this is like the easiest to understand with just a screen cap problem, and it's also messing up a lot of things that have been going for a long time. So that's certainly a thing. But overall, I didn't think the writing of the book was that good. Like I said, this isn't adapting a story that already existed. Like War of the Spark was pretty much the storyline that we all knew, but fleshed out into prose. This one, I'm very confident the writer was told this is where it needs to be by the end of the book so we can set up the next storylines. And it was kind of an all over the place journey to get there. And I feel like this thing was thrown in at the end because it was decided that she wasn't in a relationship and they just had to write it somewhere. And rather than writing it out and maybe taking time to make this breakup happen, it just was super forced. And understandably, when you don't have a lot to work with and you get bad writing with a few points like that, it's going to look a lot worse. Yeah, so I think I've pretty much recapped what went on there. People on the internet were upset. Wizards is saying, our bad, we'll try to do better. Anyone seen anything on Twitter that I'm missing?
No.
Nope. And of course, the reason Chewie and I are mostly silent is we have not read these books. So
Nor will I. So
yeah, I don't think
I liked the first War of the Spark book. I'll say that. Like, it wasn't the most complex, but it was also a wizard story that was just fleshed out and more fun to follow. Like, to give credit where due, I know a little bit more about some of the characters after the new one. Like, the Wanderer is an interesting character. I'm looking forward to finding out more about her. And there are a few other characters that were interesting, and you get a view of what it's like on Ravnica right after. That was pretty cool. But I feel like these are the kind of things that could probably also be done in like flavor articles posted to the website. I don't know. I'm hoping that they obviously continue to do more books, and we've got more things coming because we have like the Sanderson book and things like that floating around. But suffice it to say, right now, there's not a lot of goodwill towards this book in particular and the way that they've dismissed a lot of things in these books. So we'll see what happens as Wizard adjust course. Yeah.
yeah. There you go then.
Hooray. If you listen to the odds and ends, I'll tell you who dies. There you go.
Yeah.
Spare you that book.
Yeah, I'm showing it. There we go. So
It's
yeah,
the
Rosewater even responded to this because people just go to Rosewater for everything remotely magic related and some things that aren't magic related, I'm sure.
He is secondary PR.
He is, and it's got to be part of his job.
The amount of time that he spends posting blogs, it has to be part of his job.
Like, my constant complaint with Rosewater is that he keeps answering questions that probably shouldn't be answered. Like, hey, how much of this is in the upcoming set? And then he answers it. And I'm like, stop that. Because then people will just keep bombarding you with nitpicky questions so they can try to piece together the mystery a day before stuff gets revealed. Just stop.
Yeah, the convention rule is that you never hand the microphone to people. You occasionally ask people to come up and ask a question into the microphone, but you never give that to them, or you'll never have control again.
Yeah, and by answering all of these, like, nitpicky, you don't need to know that until the set releases, why are you asking now questions, people just keep asking him more. But that's just a minor rant about Rosewater's question answering, like, that's completely unrelated to this. I just think he keeps constantly setting precedents that people then keep abusing. Because the internet is full of...
There's no swearing on Monday Night Magic, despite what I did once.
Accurate. But anyway, so this person asked, even though I do not, quite a few people view the apology for War of the Spark Forsaken as disingenuous. I would like your opinions on this. And Rosewater goes into some detail here about how it's definitely not disingenuous. It's very stressful for everyone. We know we screwed up. And let's see. The final paragraph. Everyone here understands that we as a company have work ahead of us to regain the trust some have lost in us. I'm happy to say, though, that everyone here I've talked to... Wait, I missed a word somewhere. Happy to say, though, that everyone here I've talked with about this topic is united in positively reflecting the diverse and inclusive community that we wish to foster around our games. We need to match our actions with our words, and we plan to. It's an ongoing process that deserves our time and attention. Which means maybe working more closely with the people you hire to write your stuff?
The weird thing with this for me is that the book was delayed. Like, the book came out later than it was originally planned for. Because I pre-ordered it on Audible a while ago, and it didn't come out until 2 weeks ago, but I'm pretty sure the original date was in October. And it was kind of shocking to me that if it was delayed for so long, they clearly still hadn't read parts of it for sensitivity, because the fact of the matter is people are very, very protective over their favorite characters and the brand itself. And Wizards has put a lot of effort into showing diversity and showing support for underrepresented groups. And when you do that and you make that a priority, like, you don't get as much slack when you slip up. I think you probably should get more slack for trying, but when you take that on as part of your identity, you take that on with all the risk that comes with it. That's why a lot of companies don't bother. And, like, you know, kudos to Wizards for trying. They're not going to get it right all the time. They definitely know when they don't get it right. We're not subtle about that. But it's
just a few weeks ago, people lost their minds claiming that Wizards somehow didn't respect trans rights because of what Autumn had written on cards. When it's, as I said that episode, it's blatantly obvious that it's not Wizards is against trans rights. That's obviously, my headset came off, not the case. And it's the same thing here. Wizards is obviously not anti whatever it is that people might be saying. They just slipped up.
Yeah, like, if they were against us, they wouldn't have done it to start with.
They
like,
wouldn't have led with it. Yeah, they wouldn't have set it up to begin with.
I know that there is a concept that people are equating this to, and I can understand looking out for that, and that is the idea of presenting yourself as being in favor of all of these things while it's trendy, and then backstepping it a moment later. This happens a lot around Pride Week and Pride Month and all the things like that, where companies will come out and they'll be like, hey, look, we're supportive of all of this. And then they brush it away for 11 months and then they dust it off again. And people are very sensitive to that. So you really have to be careful. I will say though that like having read these books, a lot of things are not treated well. And unfortunately, when you're doing something like this, you've got to do a way better job because it's way more sensitive than, say, people being annoyed at how ineffective Jace is at figuring out a puzzle. Like, we already know he sucks at it. Like, he's supposed to be smart, and he's not because there's a story. And if you have a whole bunch of blue mages in a story, most of them have to be off their game or there's no story. It's just what narratives are. But in this case, you get way less slack on it because there's a lot more riding on it. And if you want to enfranchise people, you have to properly support them. So, yeah. So I think we've probably covered all the bases on this one. If you would like more opinions on it, don't go to Twitter anyway. It won't make you happier.
No, that's probably a good message.
Accurate.
Yeah. You guys want to talk about happy stuff again?
Is it happy stuff?
They're kittens.
I mean, eventually.
I mean, the hope of kittens is one of the things that keeps us going as a people.
So, one day last week, Wizards tweeted, I think it was like this image or a piece of this image or something. I didn't actually pay attention.
We got like a
doing
tease,
stuff
but that's
last
about
week.
it.
Do what?
We got like a small. It might have just been the logo.
It might have just been the logo, but whatever. And they said, Secret Lair, it's coming. And I was like, that's all. And people went, huh? And then
We're
today...
like, oh, look, another product.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of suppositions and speculations about what it could be. And my favorite was that it was going to be some sort of loot crate thing where you subscribe to it every month and they send you a box of crap.
Yeah.
But thank goodness that's not it. Instead, it's a Christmassy thing. I mean, it's just in time for Christmas, so it's
a
not
gift
Okay.
potential
Well,
item.
okay, let's be careful
Yeah.
here. If you read the bit about when it's shipping, there are no promises that it's just in time for Christmas. But
Well,
go on.
okay, let me rephrase that. It's just in time to order for
Very
the
good.
holiday season.
Right.
But what it is, I don't actually know how to describe this. It's because this is all PR crap. No offense. Bill.
Yeah.
This this is all
I
marketing
call
nonsense.
things crap
here.
all the time, dude.
What it is a series of alternate art cards. And that's what it is.
Yeah,
That-
it is.
That come in convenient and expensive boxes.
This is a premium collector thing.
It is.
Yeah. Okay. That is totally fair.
It looks like they're not doing a like mythic edition because I think they said they were done with that for a while. Is that, or am I making that up?
I believe that was the case because they have all of the other products that can have special, shiny, different art, whatever stuff now.
Yeah.
I think they're backing off on that one.
So yeah, you get the contents below, which we'll get to in a second, as well as a code for unique card sleeves in Arena, a unique code for Magic the Gathering Online for a non-foil digital version. Oh. And they're called drops. I don't know why they're called drops, because why not?
Drops enabled.
So if you go to secretlair.wizards.com, you can purchase these starting December 2nd.
Pay attention to what day it is when you go to purchase them.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
really important.
We'll get to that, but just
So
I'm saying that
first-
now because we set a date.
This is what they are. Okay, wait, what are these times? PST, okay. See, these are all Pacific Standard Time. So, Bitter Blossom Dreams will be on sale for one day, December 3rd, starting at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for 24 hours.
Right.
You get an alternate art Bitter Blossom. That's full art. Ooh. And then 4 different Fairy Rogue tokens.
That combined to form a sweet panorama picture.
They do form a sweet panorama picture.
Yeah.
Now,
yeah,
before
I'm checking.
we go any deeper, I want to stress. Okay, this is on sale starting at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, December 3rd, until 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, December 4th. It is not a limited quantity in the normal respect. In other words, as long as you order it between those times, they will send you one.
Eventually.
So, yeah, we're not promising this right away, but they will send you one. So it is not like everybody's got to, pay the scalpers because, they sold out so fast. No, no, no. You have 24 hours. But if you don't do it in that 24 hours, you don't buy one through this channel. And this is the only place that you can get it until you go to the secondary market. I'm sure they'll be on the secondary market because that's what happens. But the point is, if you want it, log in that day. If you can't log in that day, have a friend do it. But you have a very limited window, period.
Yep.
So it exploits that kind of FOMO button that, everybody likes to use. But at the same time, it's not. You
want to explain that?
Oh, I'm sorry. Fear of missing out.
There you go.
Fear of missing out. But at least it's not, we're only printing X number of these and we're not telling you what X is. So I think that is a net win overall, but go on.
All right. So that December 3rd, this is the first one, and it is $30.
Yeah.
I have no idea how that translates to other currencies. You figure that out.
Google will tell you.
Yeah. And someone different unboxed each of these today, so there'll be a link here in the video. Next up is Eldraine Wonderland, December 4th, 9 a.m. to 9 a.m., 24 hours. Okay. You get an alternate art foil, one of each snow-covered land.
Yep.
It's foil. They're pretty. There's one of each. This one is $30.
So you get 5 lands, not play sets of 5 lands. You get 5 lands.
Yep.
Foil, snow covered, of the normal 5 lands.
Yep.
With new art. They're pretty sweet.
Yep. Okay, next, Restless in Peace is December 5th, 24 hours. Golgari Thug, Life from the Lone, and Bloodgast. With sweet alternate art. I wonder why this is not an auto card link.
Oh, Life from the Lone? I don't know.
Bloodgast and Golgari Thug both are, but this isn't. I wonder if
and this is also
because they capitalize the F.
This is also a panorama art situation.
Oh, yeah, it is. Look at that.
Yep, they capitalize the F. That's why.
And this is $30.
Yep.
All right. Next up, Seeing Visions. 4 different alternate arts for Serum Visions. December 6th.
They are all over the place.
These are definitely all over the place.
These feel like old Magic art.
They do, actually, especially these first two.
Yeah.
These are $30. Okay, there you go.
All right.
December 7th is called... That is the name. It is Explosion Sounds.
The only one that matters.
And this one is December 7th, 24 hours, 9 a.m. It is sweet alternate art panorama of Goblin Bushwhacker, Goblin Sharpshooter, Goblin King, Goblin Lackey, and Goblin Piledriver.
Nice.
Are we going to talk about them all after this one, or should I just talk about this one now?
I mean, I don't know what there is to say, so go for it.
Okay, so I'm going to interrupt real quick just to talk about my feelings about this one. Okay, so I was looking at these announcements as they were coming out today. I'm like, that's kind of cool. I don't know this is really a product for me, but it's kind of cool. I can see how some people might like this. I like what they're doing with the whole selling it for 24 hours, but it's not really limited. Yeah, okay, I like this. And then I saw this one, and I'm like, okay, I got to go click on the video. And I watched the unboxing video of this one, and they show the Goblin Bushwhacker, and I'm like, wow, that's really neat. I really like that artwork. That's kind of cool. I guess I can get behind this. And at the time, I didn't know how many cards were going to be in this. And then they pull out the Goblin Sharpshooter, and I'm like, oh, you had my attention. But okay, I like this. And then the Goblin King came up, and I'm like, oh, I guess I am going to buy this, I suppose. Then they brought up the Lackey, and I'm like, you sold me like a card ago, but now it's just, is it Christmas? I feel like it's Christmas. And then they pulled out the pile driver, and I'm like, okay, this is, I'm not going to say perfect. I'm not going to say perfect, but it is darned close.
It's mono red Christmas.
It's like they reached deep into my psyche and said, what is it you really want?
I don't think it was that
Might
deep.
have been this. Okay, they reached like right at the surface of my. Okay, they
Your
heard me
psychic
talk out loud
epidermis
once.
is how far they had to go. You wear it on your sleeve, not unlike the pile driver with his heart.
I think this is great, absolutely great. I love it. It's a nice, interesting little unified theme. All goes together. It's just I just love it. I want one.
I'm looking forward to when they post the panorama art for this, because I would like to put this on my phone background so that I can see a different goblin as I go through my screens.
Yeah.
Because that's pretty neat.
So I'll say more about the whole idea of these things at the end, but I just wanted to, this is great.
Yep. $29.99.
Yeah, it's
Remember,
so nice.
December 7th.
Yeah. I got to go set an alarm on my Google Calendar.
$30.
Yeah, it's a weekend. So be careful.
On. Kaleidoscope Killers. We have Reaper King, Sliver Overlord, and no, not Sign, just the Dragon.
The actual Dragon, yeah.
These are all foil. This one is $40. Huh.
Yep.
Okay.
Is it multiple foils on this one?
There are 3 foils.
3.
Okay, yeah. So this is the first one. Oh, no, wait, the basic lands were. Okay, no, I got nothing. This one is totally commander players buy this one.
I think that's why it's $10 more, because they knew they could get it.
Yeah. Pretty sure they can.
All right. That is December 8th. When is December 8th? December 8th is a Sunday.
It's a Sunday.
And then we have OMG Kitties, which is, these are, okay, the cards are foil. There are 2 different cats with lifelink tokens. And then there are the foil alternate art, Regal, how do you say that?
Caracal?
Sure. The Quasale Slingers, Lean and War Leader. What is this? Arabo, Roar of the World, and Miri, Weatherlight Duelist.
It's a different take on Miri.
Yeah, these are all adorable. They look like they might be done, if not by the same person, by someone with a similar style as people who do Star City Games, weird, cute animal things.
Yes, I believe that the artist on this previously worked for Star City.
There are 5 artists, for what it's worth.
1,
or 4.
2, 4 artists, yeah.
Yeah. All the meows made it harder to count. But
so yeah, these are adorable. These are $40. Also, December 9th. So, if you're thinking, well, okay, I want all of these, but having to go every day in order it seems really crappy, you're right. So on the very first day, December 2nd, you can just drop $200 and get them all at once.
Yep.
That is next Monday for those of you paying attention.
That is next Monday, and this is exactly that one day when you can get all of them.
Yeah. You will save $30-ish?
Yeah, roughly $30.
Yeah.
If you get them all.
Like 6 days.
Yeah, and then
annoyance of 6 days. So that's a thing.
It's 7 things.
Yes,
an
it is.
Opening hand of things. But yeah.
Okay, can I now make some general comments if you don't mind?
I guess.
All right, great. So first things first, let's start. Well, let's go ahead and get the obvious one out of the way, which is, could these be better? Yeah, they could give us play sets of each of these things. That would be better. But you know what? They're still kind of cool. I mean, just overall, they're kind of cool. Could they be cheaper? Yes, but they could be more expensive too. So maybe just slow your roll there, pal. They're at least giving you a thing. Some of these you may not like. You may not like any of these. You know what? That's totally fine. Not every product has to be for you. I kind of like what they've done here. I mean, I've liked some of their, for lack of a better term, like auxiliary collectors products. So things like From the Vault, some of the From the Vaults I think have been really neat. But you know what? This really feels like we had some ideas and they weren't quite From the Vault worthy, but they're still kind of neat. What can we do with them? So they did this. Now, it's a little all over the map, right? We've got one that is a single card and a bunch of tokens. We've got one that is like 3 cards that are similar to one another. We've got one that is 4 copies of the same card. So they're really just all over the map with
They're
what they're
testing
trying
interest.
but I think I don't want to say that this is necessarily shades of things to come, but they're not afraid to kind of explore the space of what they can do with this sort of product, where they have a theme, but it's like here's a limited amount of stuff for that theme. I hope that going forward they continue this. It's available for a limited time, but anybody can buy it. That they don't limit it that way, because I think one of my biggest complaints about some of their recent products is I understand they want the exclusive nature to some of these things. I get that. And I understand that it's appealing to a different market segment than myself. I get that. But I'd say this comes the closest to kind of balancing the two extremes of we're just going to print a bajillion of these and we're going to print like 6. I think it strikes a really nice balance. So I think it's neat. I still object to the announcement last week that they were going to announce something this week without any further details. I get that they're trying to drive the hype train, but I think most of the time when you do that sort of thing, you're just setting yourself up for disappointment, because people are going to dream up something cooler than you could possibly make. At the same time, they might dream up something lamer than you eventually make. So I just don't really see that as, I don't care for that. That's what I'm gonna say. Don't
Announcing an announcement isn't actually changing anything. It's just wasting time.
Yeah, exactly.
I will mention one detail that we didn't get to before is that while it's an English-only product, it ships to a lot of countries. I know there have been times in the past where you pretty much had to be in like America or Japan to get products, and this is a wider net than I think they've done for some of the previous premium products. So
I think the last Mythic Edition went to the same number of countries. Okay. I think something did.
Do either of you know? Did they announce any limits on how many you can buy?
Well, let's keep rolling here. So it says, "Will I get this for the holidays? Maybe. If you are in North America and you order early enough, which." I don't know what that means, considering they're only available for 1 day.
Order at noon Eastern. As soon as they pop up, crash that website. It's what they want.
Oh, because they've pre-printed a number to fulfill the first batch pretty close to right away. Mm-hmm. And then any past that, they're going to have to print more. Okay, so if you live in North America and you order early enough, your order will indicate that your shipment will arrive in December 2019. Otherwise, it will say January. There you go.
Note that that's December 2019, not December number 2019. So
right.
Keep that in mind.
What?
As in not December 25th.
Yeah, they're not guaranteeing
December.
Date.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, there you go. That's that. It says, how do I get it? Well, you have to go, we're limiting people to 10 copies of each drop.
There it is.
But we're guaranteeing that all orders will get a copy. So there you go. Neat. And then where it can be shipped to. Let's do it. Austria, Australia, Belgium, Canada, Croatia, Cyprus, Czech Republic, Denmark, Finland, France, Germany, Greece, Hungary, Ireland, Italy, Japan with An asterisk.
We'll get to that.
Customers in these countries may have to pay customs or duty fees upon arrival. Ah, okay. Luxembourg, Malta, Netherlands, New Zealand with an asterisk. Poland, Portugal. Almost read that as Portland because they were right next to each other. But Portland, contrary to popular belief, is not another country.
It's just another time.
Poland, Portugal, Slovakia, Slovenia, South Korea with an asterisk. Spain, Sweden, the United Kingdom, and the United States. So there you go.
Ta-da!
That is the Secret Lair. And there's the handy-dandy little chart here showing you which one is coming which day. So you can just glance at this. But if you want them all, you got to go to the second, which is Monday.
Yeah.
Their time. Some of you time travelers, it'll only be Monday for some of the day, but...
If you're listening to the show live, that will be during that window.
Yeah.
Except we
that'll
may
be
not
towards
have
the
one
end,
next
though.
week.
Well, towards the
depending
middle.
on what happened. We will see.
So yeah, that is their big collector promo thing for this year.
Of the hour.
For now, at least, and indeed, at most.
So how many cards are there?
Not counting tokens?
Real cards, just total cards. 5, 10, 13, 17, 22, 25, and 7, 32.
32.
So you'll get 32 cards for $200. Whew. You put
Not
it that
forever.
way, that sounds awful. But
Not for it. But look at that giant box these 3 cards come in.
it's still a better deal than some of the earlier like Mythic Edition things, right?
Yeah.
Oh, no, wait, you got a box with that though.
You got a box of those, but
Yeah.
like the way that some people went nuts over the various master sets could be approaching it. We'll see. Those usually had 15 cards in them. But either way, if this is for you, enjoy. Set an alarm on your phone now.
Yep. And if this is not for you,
Don't
I
worry
don't
about
believe we have to say this. Please don't crap on everyone who is excited about it.
Just join me in waiting for pictures to get posted.
Yeah, it's not for me
Still
either.
new art for me.
I feel your pain. It's not for me either. I have zero interest in any of this. But I'm not going to go crapping on people who are excited about it. That's
Let
important.
people enjoy things. In fact, get in that mood now. We've still got more nerd movies coming out this year.
I mean, the new Star Wars movie is going to get crapped on because those people
I
don't
know. I just want
care
people
about
to
being
enjoy
basically
things.
decent human beings.
So we done with the Secret Lair?
I mean, there's nothing else to say, right?
Yeah, I think we're
I
done.
don't think so. Yeah.
Oh, why?
Oh, why? What else we have? All right, so next up, we have just a little bit of news. The Friends list is being delayed from the November game update for Arena. Everything else that they talked about is I think in already. Yeah, this released on my birthday. But there was no Friends list.
They did say why, at
Yeah,
least.
it says in our final testing of Friends list, we found scaling issues that we need to address.
I wanted to say something really, snarky there, but I resisted. I feel good about it. I've grown as a person. Great.
I don't know what they mean.
My guess is that the friends list feature worked okay in their small playtesting environment, and not so much when lots of people were using it.
Oh, that kind of scaling.
That would
That'd
make
be
sense
my
to me.
guess.
That does make sense. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense than
Or it
resolution
worked-
scaling, where I was like,
Yeah, or it worked perfectly if you had 3 friends, but if you had 20, everything ground to a halt.
Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know.
so
But-
there you go.
They're fixing it.
In case you're wondering, hey, where's my friends list? Well, that's where it is.
It's still coming, but it's delayed.
Just not yet.
In the future.
All right. So I think there's only one thing left, right?
Yeah.
All right. Next up is Magic Fest Columbus, where there was a modern GP.
Mm-hmm.
And how many people were in this modern GP?
657.
Really?
Yeah.
That seems really low.
I remember the days when that didn't seem really low.
I wonder if it's because it's right before Thanksgiving?
Could be. Could also be because it's in a place that doesn't exist.
It was in Columbus, Ohio, which is probably part of the problem.
I mean, that's fictional.
Let's see. So, these are PTQs.
Wait, what are PTQs?
The deck lists over here. What about this?
No. Just above the PTQ deck lists is the Grand Prix Columbus deck lists, and I think that may have.
Yeah, that's just the top 8. Okay.
Yeah.
Not sure why it's labeled Grand Prix Columbus deck list when it's just the top 8, but whatever, you know.
It's like all of them.
Also, is it the top 8 in proper finish order? Let's find out.
I don't know who won.
It says
Brian...
first place, second place, so probably.
Yeah,
the places are listed.
Oh, it does.
True.
Okay.
I mean, sometimes these deck lists end up in the top 8 order going into top 8 as opposed to coming out of top 8.
Oh,
Right.
That's true, yeah.
That is not the case here, because Brian started top 8 and 8th, so we're good.
Yeah, here lately
like
they've been in finish order, so that's good on the whoever's doing this for Channel Fireball.
Hey, not only that, but these aren't just tweets of pictures of the deck lists.
Yeah. Usually we get usually we get this for the domestic GPs. Usually.
I'm just saying, sometimes it's just the tweets of deck lists, so I want to celebrate them not doing that. So, way to go.
Yeah.
Good job.
All right, so the winner was Brian Koval, who was playing the Sultai Urza deck. Let's see. Oko, check. Astrolabe, check. Gilded Goose, check. Okay, yeah, moving on. Second place, Adam Francie, playing Mono Green Tron with Thragtusk, because... Whoa, and 4 Karns twice.
That's a lot of Karn.
That's 8 Karns and 2 the Ugins.
That's a lot of Karn. Third place, Christopher Lutger?
Sure.
Good enough.
Lutger?
Chris
L. Was playing Humans. Complete with Humans. Oh, and there's 2 copies of Charming Prince.
Yeah, I was going to say, look at that Charming Prince in there.
Huh.
And Thalia, Friend of Goblins.
Yeah. Neat. All right. Fourth place, Evan Whitehouse playing the Sultai Urza deck again.
Okay, check.
Fifth place, Steven Tuchek running Humans also.
2 Charming Princes again.
Yeah. Then we have... All right, Mouse. We have... How would you say the first name? Zerui? Zerui Zhao?
Zerui. I don't
Zhao?
know. That's a cool name, though.
It is a cool name. I just wish I knew how to say it properly. Playing Burn.
Burn.
There it was. Good old modern Burn. It's like Legacy Burn, but like 2 turns slower. Maybe 3. Maybe 5.
I don't know. It takes Legacy a while to fire now.
Oh, now I'm sad.
Now that burns.
Hey, I gave you a pun. That's all you get.
I know, but it still burns, man. I'm going to say too soon, but it's going to be too soon for at least a decade.
At least. 7th place, Chase Masters playing...
Burn.
Also Burn. And then finally we have Griffin Russell in 8th playing Mono Green Tron. Again, 8 Karns, 2 Ugins, and I don't know, a partridge in a pear tree.
Was the top 8 really just 4 decks twice?
Sure looks like it.
Burn.
Yeah.
I see 2 decks.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 2 of everything.
Burn and burn.
Oh, right, the Cluze eyes.
Yeah, sorry, I glazed over there. What were we saying?
You got 25% of top 8. Good job.
Nice. Way to go, burn.
Now, if you're really interested, you can check out the deck list. They were undefeated in day 1. There were 2. It was Terry Straighton running Amulet Titan, and then the aforementioned Steven Tuchek running Humans. There you go. That's it. That's the tweet. As
Nice.
people seem to think is cute now.
Hmm.
Wait, was all of that cut off on the stream?
Was all the what cut off?
Yeah, the left side was cut off and nobody told me.
Oh,
Thanks, chat.
well, I wasn't looking at the stream. I'm sorry. Hey, so
chat
I'm
was.
looking at the tweets they got down here in coverage. Were just the top 8 tables had tablecloths, or did all of them have tablecloths at the event? Anybody know? Was anybody there? Anybody in chat? Were you there? I'm just curious because tablecloths are such a terrible, terrible mixed curse.
If you look in one further down,
yeah,
Yeah,
can
there's
see-
tablecloth in the back.
you can see a bunch of stuff in the background, and I don't see any tablecloths necessarily.
here, there's looks like
The one that
black
I'm looking
tablecloths
at-
over there.
Yeah, there are black tablecloths back there.
Yeah, I fear
and
they
there's some
did
right
have.
here.
Yeah, I fear they did
I
have
think they
tablecloths. Okay. All right.
Cluze picks the weirdest stuff to ask about.
Hey, look, it was just an observation I made. I was just curious.
Yeah, when I scroll further back in time on these, like it looks like all of them had tablecloths. So there you go, Cluze.
All right, thanks.
All right.
All the
so
more to burn.
That was GP Columbus.
Please don't burn the tablecloths.
That was Monday Night Magic.
And we are dropping frames. Something fierce. I apologize, chat. And it just fixed itself.
Hey, we picked up those frames.
That was weird.
Nice.
Yep, it was odd.
All right.
Take
So,
that, friend.
shall we continue with our
Oh yeah. Hey, I gotta go find. Let me get up the MTG
What is
stocks.
the Throne of Eldraine Gift Edition? Whoops. Yeah. This was a gift from almost threw stuff on the ground from Kim Ho for use in What's an EV. So we're gonna What's an EV. Last week, where'd we finish up last week?
Oh, it wasn't here. It wasn't high.
It must not have been. Nobody bothered to write it in here, so it must.
I think
be
it was in
just
here and then it was wiped at some point, but it was not a big number. So
All right. So last week I opened 5 packs. This week I'm opening 5 packs, and then the next episode, which may or may not be next week, I'll open this collector pack because I know that's the one everyone's waiting for. But I have to be difficult, so I'm doing it in the wrong order.
yeah.
All right. So commons, which don't matter. We've got Thrill of Possibility, Arden Vale Tactician, Reaper of Night, edgy. Embereth Paladin, Gingerbread Cabin, Garen Brigg Carver, Corridor Monitor, Bartered Cow. I love the names in this set. Scalding Cauldron. All right, those are the commons. Uncommons, we have Enchanted Carriage. Ooh, pumpkin-y. We have Joust. Ooh.
Wait, like, are you on the back of an ostrich?
Nightly. No, not that one.
Both of those are 20 cents.
And then we have a Turtle Hydra, the Thunderous Snapper. Ooh.
Living that dream is also
Hey,
20 cents.
there's some money. The rare is the Gilded Goose.
Oh, there is some
I
money.
hear those are good.
Yeah.
Also, the stream isn't refreshing for me
The
anymore.
Gilded Goose is $5.53.
All right.
Is the stream going?
It says it is.
Okay. The picture isn't refreshed for me in a bit, so I will trust you.
Yeah, no, it's still going for me.
Okay. Yeah, you got a goose.
Okay, yeah, the goose is loose.
Yeah,
Titled
it's
Goose
still
game.
going in my preview, so.
Cool. Then it's just me. I will not mess with it.
All right. I have a shiny card. I have a shiny Reeve Soul.
Reeve Soul, you say?
Ooh, look at that. And a mountain and an ad card for Arena.
Hmm.
Oh, wait a minute. And aren't I supposed to... honk? Okay.
And then take something.
And then take something, yeah. Turns out Untitled Goose Game is accurate as a Magic simulator.
I mean, as accurate as a goose simulator.
Alright, next pack. What is this? Another ad card. And a forest. Okay. Marrowleaf Rider, Barrow Witches, Weaselback Redcap. Another great name. Garen Brigg
That's
Paladin.
a great art too.
Eye Collector. Ugh. Prophet of the Peak.
My eye.
Tall as a beanstalk. Witching Well, Fairy Guide Mother. Alright, those are the commons. Good old commons. Uncommons, we have Mysterious Pathlighter. Ooh.
How mysterious we talking? 20
Not-
cents mysterious?
not
20
very.
cents mysterious.
We have Circara the Bold, the red one. So Cluze likes her.
23 cents. There you go. Your best uncommon so far.
Yep.
Nice.
And, Sir Alan, the Lion's Claw. Or Alan, the white one.
Back to 20 cents. Not red enough.
All right. Oh, I have a foil again. It is Foulmire Knight. Ooh. How very shiny. How very, very shiny.
So-
What was your rare in
I
that
didn't,
pack?
I didn't
The
say
foil
it.
for
Oh, okay.
Foulmire Knight is 50 cents, so I'm going to count it.
Oh, nice. And then the rare is Lochmere Serpent. So
Snake.
nothing that matters.
Snake.
That is 34 cents.
Nice.
Your shiny uncommon outpaced your rare.
That does not surprise me at all. Whoop, 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 what is that? Trying to throw my Lochmere Serpent on the ground.
I mean, it has flash. Maybe it was too fast for you.
Clearly. All right, moving on. We have... Oh, I might have a token. I do have On an Adventure. Yay!
On an adventure.
Oh, wait, and then this is a mountain. So Cluze is
The
happening.
on an adventure is 15 cents.
That's weird.
That's approaching uncommon.
It is.
All right. The commons: Wicked Guardian, Barge Inn, Trapped in the Tower, Malevolent Noble, Crystal Slipper, Scalding Cauldron, Wolf's Quarry, also known as Delicious Delicious Bacon, Corridor Monitor, Prized Griffin, and Signpost Scarecrow. Uncommons are
Yeah.
Turn into a Pumpkin. Ooh.
Yeah, that's 20 cents.
Resolute Rider. Look at how resolute. Wow.
That is also 20 cents.
I mean, I assume most of them are. Sir Conrad the Grim! Finally, a
Aha.
card that I want and will play.
35 cents.
Damn right. You know what? That's getting put somewhere else. And then the rare is Midnight Clock. Whoop, and I threw it on the ground.
That is 47 cents. You can leave it there.
Midnight Clock. Seriously, though, Sir Conrad the Grim is one of those that I was like, you know what? I'm going to put that in a commander deck.
Nice.
And look, I have one. All right, 2 packs left. 2 packs left. Here we go. Let's do it. Aha. Oh, what is this? It's a bear. Hi, bear. Yay,
Nice.
bear. And a plains. Okay. Flip the deck over. Scorching Dragonfire. Vantress Paladin. Forever Young. What's a Rod Stewart song doing in here?
Excellent question.
Rimrock Knight, True Love's Kiss, Fell the Pheasant, Mantle of Tides, Youthful Knight. I completely forgot that Youthful Knight was reprinted here.
Makes sense.
And Roving Keep. Oh, and Hengewalker.
Is Roving Keep kind of like the Figaro Castle?
Could be, yeah.
That'd be pretty sweet.
All right, uncommons
Ask
we
your
have
parents.
Shambling Suit. This is a thing that happens in horror games. We have
And Scooby-Doo.
and Scooby-Doo. We have Revenge of Ravens. Ooh, Ravens
so
are gonna
Raven.
get you.
24 cents on that one.
And we have an adorable Clockwork Servant. Oh.
Oh.
All right, what is this? It is Witch's Vengeance.
Oh, I was hoping for Doom Foretold.
That is 49 cents.
Yep,
Oh, wow,
49
yeah.
cents.
Man. Hopefully we're going to make the money back in the
You're gonna have to.
in the collector token. Where are we at by now?
For this week.
We'll just sure.
So the 553 off of the rare is helpful because your other packs are averaging about $1 value.
Nice.
So you're like eyeballing it, you're probably at about $11.
I got another On an Adventure. And a Forest. Okay. Moving on. Lochthwain Paladin, Raging Redcap, Festive Funeral. That must be one of my family members. My family's weird at funerals, so we're giggling and laughing and stuff. Ogre Errant, Rosethorn Halberd, Wishful Merfolk, Beloved Princess, Witch's Cottage, Lochthwain Gargoyle, and Tunvale Treefolk. Uncommons are Spinning Wheel. Ooh, look at that. Straight out of a fairy tale.
20 cents. Yeah.
The Savvy Hunter, which Sam said was her favorite card in her deck at the pre-release.
I mean, it's 21 cents, so, ahead of many.
And then, I got an alternate version of Beanstalk Giant, the pretty one.
The pretty one? Oh, nice.
Yeah, how about that?
Hold on, I have to actually open and see the alternates on that.
Oh.
The extras version? Yeah. 42 cents.
Oh, snap. All right, and the final card in the rare or mythic slot is, it's Emery, Lurker of the Loch, which is seeing play in 2 of the decks that just top 8'd, so that should be worth a few bucks.
$3.95.
That is a few bucks, yep.
Yeah. That's the Lady of the Lake, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Vivian.
All right, and there you go. That is this edition of yay, Sir Conrad, of what's the EV?
Nice.
Or what's an EV? Thus far, not good.
I mean, 2 of your packs broke $4.
It's
Yay?
true. And
That
hey,
was
you
out of
got
5, right?
you got at least one card that you were looking for.
I did. The one card in the set that I specifically wanted. There might have been 2.
You got the uncommon you wanted.
Yeah. Sir
And
Conrad
hey,
is my hero.
Now
like-
you got...
Massacre Girl levels, but still pretty good.
Yeah. And now you got a lady who's going to give you a sword to take over the government.
Yeah.
And a goose to steal it with.
Yeah.
Nice. That was fun. Next time we do a show, you get to have the extreme high-end one.
Yep.
Then we'll find out. High pipe.
See, I want to make another reference to Emery, but I don't know if the word after moistened is like a word that you can't say. Because
Best
MTG
to
Dad
leave that off.
called her a watery tart, and I was like, just because some moistened, can we say that? I don't know. I've never heard that word except in that movie. So
Right.
Fair.
all right, so I guess we're done
All right.
with this 675 episode of Monday Night Magic. Do you guys want to wrap it up?
Sure. You can find me on Twitter at SqueeGoblinBob. There's no I in Goblin because, as established, it was collected earlier. Very sad, but it'll be back in due time. Yeah, I think I felt. On top of that, I'll just make a note that over the weekend I've seen 2 movies. I caught Frozen 2, which was fine. I enjoyed it. I think some of the music scenes were forced even by Disney standards, which is kind of impressive.
That is impressive.
Way to pioneer new ground there, Pixar. I feel a bit ripped off because they didn't give me a Pixar short before, and I kind of expect those at this point in my life.
I think that's because it's not Pixar.
Is it
Frozen-
technically Disney?
Yeah, isn't Frozen Disney?
It might actually just be Disney, and maybe that's why I feel ripped off. They ran Pixar ads before, but like Disney owns everything, so it might just be Disney.
But yeah, there are two separate studios,
Yeah.
and the Pixar ones actually have Pixar shorts usually.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It could just be that I'm getting crossed up.
I think so.
Either way, I did enjoy the movie. Obviously, like the visuals were good and the story was good. The music did not get stuck in my head forever, so that's a plus. So that's neat. And yesterday on Netflix, I saw Klaus because I'd heard people say good things about it, and that was really, really good.
Really?
So if you're looking for a Christmassy movie, I really enjoyed watching Klaus. I will say that I didn't know what to expect going in, and it definitely caught me off guard in a lot of places. And it was really good. And if you close your eyes, Santa Claus is J. Jonah Jameson. And that's amazing. I don't know what else to say about that.
Good selling.
Yeah.
Frozen 2 is Walt Disney Animation Studios.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like Disney Princess and whatnot.
Yeah, Ralph.
It's animated as good as a Pixar movie.
Yeah.
So.
Wreck-It Ralph movies are also Walt Disney Animation Studios.
That I knew. I knew about the
Moana
Wreck-It
was
Ralph ones.
Disney. Zootopia was Disney.
Okay.
Big Hero 6 was Disney.
Yeah. That makes sense. Like all the rest of them, like for some reason, I think I'm lumping it in because
Of the
nearly
graphic
all the
style.
new Kingdom Hearts levels were Pixar, and so since one of them was Frozen, I might have just mentally combined them.
Right.
Yeah, let's see. The
Either
most
way.
recent Pixar ones were what is this? Inside Out and The Good Dinosaur.
Toy Story
Finding
4.
Dory, Coco, Cars 3, Incredibles 2, and Toy Story 4.
Gotcha. Cool.
So
Awesome.
wait, you remember Big Hero 6?
Mhm.
I don't remember ever seeing Big Heroes 1 through 5. Were they like obscure
I knew
live
that's
action
where he
things?
was going. I knew that's where he was going, and I couldn't stop it. I'm sorry, dear listeners. I had no control. I could not stop that.
Haha! The shoe is on the other foot now, Cluze.
You see, what Chewie doesn't realize is that Big Hero 6 was actually Big Hero 4 in Japan. And so, through the power of reverse importing, we mixed it up. And Big Hero 5 never came out here, so I'm sorry.
Right. It was too
But-
hard.
But its elements did make it into Big Hero Tactics, which is an amazing game. So
I did
Glad we
like Big
got
Hero
there.
Tactics, yeah.
it was pretty good. The translation was terrible, but that was part of its charm. But yeah, so the only other thing I have to notice, something else is still circulating. So if you are, doing the turkey thing this week and you haven't put it in your fridge yet, go do it now. This is a gift from me to you. Because if you forget, you're going to have a terrible Thanksgiving crisis.
Yeah. Yeah. If you have a
You
frozen
need a little bit
turkey,
of time to thaw that.
That's right.
So
Incidentally, if you do need to speed thaw, no, I'm not even gonna give that advice.
don't go there, dude.
Go ahead.
You're going down a danger path.
Yeah, it is.
Just go take your turkey out if you haven't yet.
That's right.
And that's all the nonsense that I have for right now. So, Cluze.
All right. Hey, if you want to hear more from me, I'm also on the Twitters. I'm at Cluze, spelled just like it is in the show notes. I did not see any movies over the weekend, so I can't really comment on them. I tend to always be about, 6 months behind on movies. So yeah, I'll see Frozen 2 next summer, and I'll probably get around to when the new Star Wars comes out. I'll probably see that late spring. I'm going to guess is when that's going to happen. Other than that, I will be at PAX Unplugged coming soon. Not like right away, but I mean like 2 weeks from now when it occurs. So there you go. And I agree with Squee. Put your frozen turkey in the fridge now. Don't thaw it on the counter. That's a terrible idea. Just put it in the fridge now. There you go.
Yeah.
I think it's you now.
Who, me?
Couldn't be. But it is. So I guess it was.
All right, then. Hey, I'm Chewie. Did I watch anything over the weekend? I just watched more episodes of Merlin because it's falling off of Netflix on December 15th, and I still have 3 seasons left.
That'll keep you busy.
Yeah. Luckily, it's a BBC show, so they're only like 13 seasons per episode. I think it was. Wasn't it a BBC show?
It was a BBC show.
Yeah. So it's not like I have to work through 26 episodes per season or something, stupidly
I'm surprised
American
it went
like
up to
that.
13, but yeah.
Yeah, I was too, actually. So yeah, that's about a young Merlin and Arthur and whatnot, and it's not great, but it's not bad either. And I'm gonna try to get through
I watch
it.
plenty of TV like that.
Yeah, yeah. I figure I started it, and it didn't make me go, "Oh my God, what?" So I try to finish it.
Sure.
But I stopped for a while to watch other things, and then I just happened to spot that it's going away December 15th, and I went, I can maybe swing that. Or maybe I won't swing that, and I'll manage to stop before it gets bad.
Ooh.
I kind of wish I hadn't watched the last season of House, just for instance.
Yeah, it was a bit different.
Yeah. But oh well. Yeah, that's it really.
Maniple, Patreon Maniple.
So yeah, here on twitch.tv/the Maniple, we stream Monday Night Magic, we stream the Maniple, and I stream various video gaming streams, because that's primarily what you do on Twitch. So that's what
That is what I'm told.
Yeah. There's no Maniple this week because we record on Thursdays, and Thursday is Thanksgiving here in America. So if you do that,
true.
enjoy. And if you don't do that, then have a good Thursday. And yeah, if you have to work, I'm sorry. Buh.
Maybe you have to work Friday. Up your AC as much as you can. You need an armor class.
I mean, Friday isn't as bad anymore since Black Friday sort of moved to Thursday afternoon.
And since people learned that they could buy things online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might actually be out in it shopping because some of my family members go shopping and they're the fun, crazy ones. So I'm not going to buy anything, but I might tag along with them because they're not right.
I enjoy watching people fight over stupid things because I'm a monster. But you've not really lived until you've seen a Sephora fight break out. That's the good stuff.
Okay, then. So, over on youtube.com/the Manipool, you can watch the video version of Monday Night Magic and the Manipool, and also all this other stuff. So, I'm getting videos ready because I'm going out of town for Thanksgiving. And so, in order to not break my one video a day thing that I've had going on for quite a long time now, I've been working ahead. I've got videos ready to go up all the way until Sunday. Yeah, so I'm going to try to get at least one more just because I'm not entirely sure when Mom wants to come back from Nana's just yet. So if she wants to come back on Sunday, I need to have one ready to go up on Monday because 24 hours early thing for Patreon. So yeah, tomorrow I'm going to get at least one more video done because we're leaving Wednesday morning. Yeah. But what I've got going up for the rest of the week is, let's see, some Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, which is adorable and I love it. Some Hand of Fate, where I was playing through Hand of Fate with a controller that was actively fighting against me. So that was fun.
It was doing war with the Hand of Fate?
No, it teamed up with the Hand of Fate to attack me. Yeah, it was awful. The game itself was enjoyable. The controller issues had me losing my mind. We solved it shortly after the where the video ends. So if you're like, hey, I know how to fix it. No, we got it already. But for the next Hand of Fate stream, I was using my Switch controller. But then the Switch controller has a battery life that lasts a really long time, but it's sadly not forever. And it died. So I had to plug this controller back in. And for some reason, Steam lost its mind for the second stream. And so I couldn't... It was bad. I don't understand why suddenly some games... Like, I've never had a problem with Hand of Fate before, but now it's like, I don't want to use that controller. And I don't know. But we thought we had it fixed, and it worked for a while, and then it didn't fixed, and then I hated everything and everybody. But
and everyone.
And also, there's some more Dota Underlords going up. So those 3 games are what the videos will be going up over the next week while I'm doing family nonsense. And yes, it's going to be nonsense. Most things with my family, my extended family, are nonsense. Just check to make sure I don't have any random family members in the chat. Apparently not. Okay, good.
Aha.
I
Good
do have
thing
one
they don't have YouTube.
2 that occasionally will just pop in and say hi. It's disconcerting.
As long as they don't know what YouTube is, you're fine.
Yeah.
Manipool,
So,
Manipool, man.
But yeah, you can, all the social media stuff is down in the panels on Twitch and the description in YouTube, or in the show notes if you're listening to the audio version. So it's the Manipool. Twitter.com. It's at the Manipool. Just go there. It's me. But if you want to help support what I do, Manipool Productions is a Patreon supported endeavor, and I appreciate it. You can go to patreon.com/themanipool and sign up to become a Manipool lifeguard, which helps me keep the lights on, pay the bills, and whatnot, while I continue churning out this frankly ridiculous amount of free content for everyone. Yeah. So you can get Manipool episodes and YouTube videos early. So all the week's worth of videos, you could go watch them all right now if you were... Yeah, all of them. Except for the one I'm going to do tomorrow, obviously. You could go watch all of those right now if you were a lifeguard. Mm-hmm. You can listen to the odds and ends. That's all the stuff recorded before and after both Monday Night Magic and the Manipool behind-the-scenes nonsense. That's uncensored and unfiltered. And, yeah. Or you could be a Mythic lifeguard and get all of that stuff and the sponsorship shout-out on both podcasts and on the, what's the thing? End screen for all the YouTube videos.
The credits.
Let us thank the Mythic lifeguards. You know what? I'm going to start not at the top. Let's see here. And the Beastfather, Aaron Goodwine. Backwards Logic, Sarah Jane, Bartle, Dan Holm, Beardy Man, Violet Moon. Go away, go away, go away. There's a pop-up. Go away. John Parker, Stark Maximum, Gothic Man, Jason Cows, Jake Jansons, Cody Buckling, Danny Leal, Faye Says, Casey, Sophia Brittain. I don't think you listen to Monday Night Magic, but happy birthday. PJ McMullins, Stuart, this is hard to do backwards. Stuart Slaw, Jeff Spencer, Scuzzo, Alex Gonzalez, John Morris, Connor Kennedy, Team You, Hellas Haru, Lance Delicious, Al, Andrew Hunt, Kemho, and Jason Doan. Wow, that's really hard when I've...
You've got such a flow going the other way.
Yeah. That's
But
why
at
I
least
wanted
you
to
kept their
switch it
names
up.
right. You didn't go like Maximum Stark or anything.
No. Maximum Stark is a different thing.
Yeah.
That's one of Stark's modes.
Yeah, it's one of his settings, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember I once saw him go Maximum Stark, and like, I mean, I've been told that I should never speak of it again
Yeah, you should...
by like law enforcement.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I'm going to have to edit this, but I'm not going to, so...
You're
it's
not
out in the
gonna,
open now,
so I
nerd.
might be in trouble. It's cool. I didn't see it. My eye did, and it's gone.
It's gone. It was collected.
It's on the lamb now.
But anyway, so this has been Monday Night Magic number 675. Thank you all so very much for joining us. If you do Thanksgiving, have a happy one. If you don't, like I said, have a happy Thursday. And if you're elsewhere in the country, have a happy whatever weird time period it is. Because some
Have
of
a
you live in
happy
the future.
present.
Do what?
Have a happy present.
Yeah, have a happy now. And go play some Magic.